Hello, everybody. Once again, I am Lehman Crafton Jr., aka Zorvalachan Less Than Guru, and we are on day 30 of the 31-day character creation challenge. Now, I will admit I wanted to end on this game, but time constraints today mean that I need a system that I'm familiar with. I've already made two characters using this base system from Fantasy Flight Games, Star Wars. The first one being Edge of the Empire, which is about your rogues, your scoundrels, your bounty hunters, your uh, explorers, and colonists, and things like that. The second one, Age of Rebellion, actually dealt with the military. So you're part of the Rebel Alliance, and you have a rank, and you have a profession like a soldier or a medic or something like that. This book here, Force and Destiny, obviously is about being a Jedi. And I want to say if you can't be a Sith in this book, then it's very easy to be a Sith in this book because once again, I took all three of the books. I used them for a short-lived campaign. It was a good campaign. I liked it. I just had problems with my scheduling, and that's why that game died. It didn't die for any reason of the rules, but the Force and Destiny, I had both. I believe at least one a Jedi trained and one Sith trained Force user, and it worked well in that setting, which was also it was the old Republic setting, not the main trilogy, first trilogy that these do. So this series of books, even though it is kind of specified towards the the first trilogy, A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, it can be used at any point in time, very, very easily modified, extremely easily modified. So I just wanted to do that kind of intro. I wanted to do riffs, but Palladium, even when I'm just doing a framework of a character and bare bones, it takes way too long. And I just don't have the time to do this today. So we're going to do Force and Destiny. Um, again, very nice pictures and everything. Look, you have different races. All of them give humans, and I think this one might not give droids because uh, droids really aren't force sensitive. But they usually give humans, and then various other races. Sometimes they overlap. Most of the times they don't. So when you have all three books, you have a ton of races to go over with. I have been doing humans, so let's go ahead and be a human. I just want to say they have different the same kind that the other ones had, where you have kind of a overall type of character like the mystic, and then you break it up into three things. Like the mystic here can be the advisor, or the duelist, or the seer, and like this one can be a seeker, can be a Taru striker, the hunter, and the pathfinder, and things like that. And I believe this one also had the universal kind of entry one, um, which was kind of like a general purpose force wielder. Maybe not. I thought there was, but maybe there's not, or maybe it's somewhere in there. But you have warrior. You can be a starfighter, ace, a Chicho knight, an aggressor. So things like this could very easily be, Sith type, or like guardian. So I think it did a pretty good job of that. So let's go to humans. Humans were twos, I believe, in all of their abilities. So I can go ahead and fill all of this out. Two, 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 two. Um, and then I have the 110 points to spend. That was a different race. The humans down here, humans here. So I get the 110 experience to do. My bronze going to be 10, or my wound threshold 10 plus brawn, strength threshold 10 plus willpower, and they get one rank each of two different non-career skills. So I get to do that. Again, they have Nice artwork, both stills from the actual movies and as well as I think some really good just character artwork. So let's see, we have a counselor. Don't want to really do a counselor. I want to be either that warrior or maybe a guardian if they have that. The guardians. Okay, so they have the guardians. I always like the idea of the guardians, and even here you have the, he's wearing armor that's very more reminiscent of well, what do I want to say, the old Republic, like in the uh, KOTOR and SWOTOR games. There's a peacekeeper, there is the protector, and the Surisu defender. So let's go ahead and just pick this one. So you get career skills of brawl. I'm just up here is the career skills. I also do like that they show you is it active or passive, and then here they have the little thing here, little explosion that tells you that that is a force power, force talent. So that's interesting. Well, let's go ahead. We have brawl, your combat skill. Oh, and it might be. Let me read. It might be picked X mini out of that. So, Guardian story. See what it says here. Okay, the Guardian 6 career skills are Brawl, Cool, Discipline, Melee, Resilience, and Vigilant. A character who chooses this career automatically gains a rank in 3 of these. Okay, so let's do. Not do Brawl. I'll erase that. Let's do Melee. I guess they actually do also have a lightsaber, specifically, I guess, a different skill. Vigilance and Cool. Vigilance and Cool. Okay, and then we have Guardian specializations, and I wanted to be the one that I think each one of these has one type of lightsaber technique. So I wanted to be the Surisu defender. I had to figure out how many of which of those skills I can be. The peacekeeper, the protector. Here we go. Surisu defender, and you get discipline, knowledge, lightsaber, and vigilance if this is a character starting specialization. He chooses 2 of these skills. He gains 1 free rank in each without spending starting experience. Okay. So I get 2 for. So I'm gonna get lightsaber without question. I want that. And then discipline, knowledge, or vigilance. Um, I already got vigilance, so let me go ahead and do discipline. A little more breadth. So then, I remember right, we get the 110 to spend. These all tell you how much they cost. But it is the only time that you can directly spend on starting experience points, and we have that nice table here. Is you can spend on attributes, you can spend on purchasing ranks and skills, you can purchase those talents, you may spend experience points to purchase force powers. Okay. And then you can purchase new specializations. Well, I'm not going to do that, but initial purchase of force power costs points listed in the force power. Additional power abilities depend on the position within the tree. A little bit. Okay, there's talent ranks and purchasing the same talent multiple times. Talent descriptions. Vehicles location. Okay, so here we have our power trees. So I'm going to keep, let me grab an index card. I'm going to put that here. See what it might be. A battle meditation, maybe. So, okay, so in Surisu it says you can use intelligence. I'm just kind of reading some powers, talents, and you can use intellect instead of brawn for this. You reduce damage. Green parry, improve reflex. Okay, so let me go ahead and get my intellect up to one. Ten times the purchase ranking and experience. Okay, so that means that it'd be costing 30. I want to get my intellect up one. And then I usually was getting one other thing up one just to, let me get agility. So that's 60 points. So I have 50 more points. You cannot raise any above the rank of 2. So let me get, and these cost 5 times the purchase rank. I'm not spending anything except for what I can actually get. So I'm going to get lightsaber at 2. So that's going to be cost 10. If I wanted to get any of those other allowable ones here. Cool. Did I get? I did get cool, discipline, melee, resilience, and vigilance. I get resilience, so I'll get resilience. So that's gonna be 5 points. And discipline. Okay, so right now I'm looking at 75 points, so I got 35 more to spend. So I want to at least get one of these force things. So I'll get 5 and 10 and get both of those. So that's going to be 15. So second page, talents and special abilities. So I'm going down the chart. So parry and then Zurisu technique. Okay. So now I want to look to see how you get those force powers. Take a look at some of those. Initial purchase of a force power costs points listed in force power. Additional power abilities depend on the position within the tree. No special limits, only standard limit supply. Okay. So force powers. Find and Hence is kind of all the jumping and leaping. Foreseeing, no. Heal or harm. Influence, not really. To start off with misdirect, not really. Protect, unleash. If I am being this this guardian type, maybe protect. Force guides, flow of energy, protecting himself from another, unleashing blast power upon his foes. Or unleashing. Okay, the force. Makes power check. So that's oh, prerequisite force rating of 3 plus. Force rating of 1 plus. Okay. So do I start off with the force rating of 1? Then I might just go to that back to that battle meditation. I'm gonna look at the index and see force rating. That is what I'm looking at. Force talent, force sensitive, force rating. There's 143. Huh. Each rank permanently increases the character's force rating by 1. Huh, I might not actually get that. Aggressor, artisan, healer, hunter, pathfinder, PC, protector, sage, seer, shadow, star, fighter, aid. Huh. Great, I picked something that is going to actually make it a little harder for me. Ah, they don't start any, but they may purchase them using experience points during character creation or later in the game. Yeah, that's what I wanted to look at. Let's go first. Force rating. Note that non-force sensitive can purchase force talent, but they cannot use it. Hmm. I'm really just not sure. It's not telling me how. So maybe I just won't get a power. And if I was actually playing one, I would have to look more into it. But so let me get more talents. Look, I already bought a couple of skills. I need to go back to the Guardian. Okay, so in sake of time, I will stop looking for how to get force talents or to get that force power. Sorry, up 1. So let me go ahead. Parry and toughen both sound good. So those I can get those by themselves. So that's an additional 10. So I'm at 60, 70, 75, 80, 90, 95. I already got that one. Reflect costs 10. So let me get reflect. Let me write all of those down. So I get parry, toughened, reflect, and okay. So now I'm at 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 70, 80, 90, 100. So that would be everything. So I got a few skills, lightsaber, two, everything, two except for my stats, except for my agility and intellect, which are three because I can use that intellect instead of my brawn for that Surisu technique. I'm making a check using lightsaber skill. Normally it is brawn, so I get to use my intellect. Could cross out brawn and put intellect there. Again, uh, wound threshold is 10 plus brawn, so that's 12. Willpower also 12 for strain. I'm a human guardian. Teresu, Lehman. Oh, I'm going to be Jindar Cow. And the talents for my talent tree that I got are parry, Suritsu technique, an additional parry. You can stack them, toughened, and reflex. So again, it would give me money. I would be able to buy equipment and etc. But that's not um, something I think is important when you're making a character just to make a character. It's much more important when you actually have a play thing and know what type of game you're getting into. So I usually have been leaving those blank. We're only at 22 minutes. The wrap up talk will get me to 25 minutes. So this is one of my shorter ones because I have done this a few times. The only thing that I would have to look into is those actual force powers. I don't see why all Jedi's wouldn't be able to get them, but the things that it was showing were things that I might not get, being this specific uh, Jedi specialization. So maybe I would have had to train into another one of those specializations, which could make sense, but that would be something that I have to do more research on. But Force and Destiny, it, I really like the system. It uses those weird dice, but if you get a dice calculator or if you're playing online on Roll20 and maybe the other type of virtual tabletops have a similar thing, you can add an API script and there's a nice character sheet that figures out all the successes and failures and all of those crazy things that the dice do automatically, which I think is pretty nice. But once again, I am Lehman Crafton Jr., aka Zornal Less Than Guru, day 30 of the 31-day character creation challenge. So tomorrow will be my last day. I will end this. Maybe I'll have a wrap up video just to talk about my thoughts about doing a more than a month when you consider this was mostly January, February, so February had less than 31 days, but a month of character generation. Yes, a lot of systems I've been doing have been similar. I did a couple of Palladium. I did three different Warhammer offshoots, three of these Fantasy Flights, um, what three, at least three D&D and stuff like that. But I didn't have to do every other day Palladium, so I was happy about that. I'll have three different Palladium systems, which I think are pretty much very different from each other. So all in all, I have been happy. So want to thank you for watching this. Thank all my subscribers. If you like the video, hit like. If you dislike it, hit dislike. If you want to subscribe and uh, join us and make comments and things that you might want to see. And hopefully, I will be doing Torg Tuesdays or Torg Thursdays. I haven't decided which of the T days I want to do. Um, I'll be doing those. And I was able to get my first session video on my Palladium home old school home brew posted, as well as tonight. We should be live streaming on Roll Hit Die on Twitch. That will then immediately be posted to YouTube, as long as all the we have one player that can't make it. If all the other players can make it, we will do that tonight. I will be game mastering Blood on the Blasted Lands, which I co-authored with John Watson and Brian Reeves for Tour Eternity. So if you want to watch that, I'll just say that there will be spoilers because we're doing a full playthrough, not tonight, but it'll be in sessions weekly on Wednesdays for that. So I guess I'll just wrap that up here, and until next time, I will catch you later.